Ladies and gentlemen, you are now watching and listening to Real Talk with Ronnie with your host, Ronald Lynn. All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Real Talk with Ronnie. We are back. Last week, as we all know, was Mother's Day. So I want to wish all the mothers out there a happy Mother's Day. I hope you all had a fantastic day. You know, part of the reason we were off last week was because I figured it was a day for mothers, and I didn't want to intrude or interrupt. And speaking of mothers, my guest tonight is a very good friend of mine. Actually, I was very happy to endorse her earlier this week. Her name is Shirley Maia-Cusick. She is running for U.S. Senator from our great state. And, she's a first-time candidate. She's a mother. She's a grandmother. She's a legal expert. She's an entrepreneur. She's done it all. And now she wants to take on Bob Menendez in 2024. So let's bring on my good friend, my endorsed candidate and friend for U.S. Senator, Miss Shirley Maia-Cusick. Hi, Shirley.
Hello. Hi, how are you? Hi, Ronnie. So thank you to having me, and also thank you to endorse me. It was a pleasure to have you. My goodness, thank you very much.
Sure. Well,
So
the decision to endorse you was actually a pretty easy one, because you're a personal friend, right? You were a big supporter of my campaign last year when I ran.
yes,
But I think most importantly, you have been really committed to this race, right? You've been in this race since last year. That's actually the first time that I met you, right? I want to say last year of February or March when I first met you in Atlantic City for the NJ GOP Leadership Summit, right? And this was
yes,
back in 2022, right? 2022. So you started running for a 2024 race back in 22. So I think
yes,
for most people, that shows that this is a committed candidate, someone who is serious, and someone who really wants to make a change.
sure. So when comes like a U.S. federal campaign, you have to be well prepped. So I'm very serious in this campaign, and also for me, it's important that I have all organized in order for me to get myself ahead of the game and see what is necessary, and also support all the local candidates. That's why you see me everywhere, and that's why I support you and other candidates. For me, it's super important. So ahead of the game, you can just see your possibilities and also see the other side and get yourself better prep to win the game. So I want to be a senator. So I get myself completely years before, and we're going to win that. You're going to have a
Mhm.
friend as a senator. I promise to you, we're going to do this well.
Right now, Shirley, by you running for U.S. Senator in New Jersey, you actually are a trailblazer, right? If you get the nomination, if you get elected, you will be the first female Latina U.S. Senator from our great state. So, and given the fact that we just celebrated Mother's Day last week, first of all, I want to wish you a happy Mother's Day, right?
Thank
Um,
you. For
what do
your
you?
ladies as well, happy Mother's
Oh,
Day
thank
for
you,
them.
thank you, thank you. But do you think being a female immigrant in this country and being able to have the opportunity to run for U.S. Senator, what does that tell you about our country, and what does that tell you about the state of womanhood in our country?
So this country is a country of opportunities, which means if you understand what is immigrating here, what immigration, which you also have your background from another country, from a foreign country, as almost everyone, every American, you can see that if an immigrant come over here, it's a country of a big opportunities, beautiful opportunities. So that's me. I came over here just to study. All of a sudden, I stay. Then I fall in love with this country, and I commit myself. I'm a self-made woman. I'm a very successful businesswoman. So what make me step in and run, it's because I love this country. It's because I love my family and my grandkids. And also, I think we have to reclaim our country back to us. We cannot allow the other side, the leftists, just take away what we just fought for, what we honor, what we pledge for. So I prefer um, take this serious and help my state of New Jersey, which is a beautiful state, and run with decency, with hard work, and also together with my constituent, because everyone I speak with, nobody's happy with what exactly is going on right now. So it's time to
Right.
change. It's a change. It's a big chance to change right now.
Hmm. Yeah, and as we all know, there's a lot of things going on in our country right now that perhaps a lot of people are not too happy with, right? But going back to your background, Shirley, for my viewers and for the audience who are watching right now, right, and who might be seeing you for the first time ever, why don't you give them a little rundown on your background, on who you are, and who exactly is Shirley Maia-Cusick?
All right. So I was born in Brazil. I live in America more than 30 years. And also, I am self made, a businesswoman on the business of attending immigrants. I'm an immigration consultant. And on my office, I help the immigrant in general to understand how America operates, which means they have to take their driver's license if they qualify, make try to legalize themselves if they qualify. So I instruct, I get them through the path which America need, the right path of legalization. I am a wife of a law enforcement, retired law enforcement. I am a mother of three. I am a grandmother of six, which also my firstborn generation grandson now it's a Marine, which I'm very proud of him. And I even tried to talk him out to not be a Marine, but he took that very serious. And then I have no other way than support him. So I'm very supportive of all the responders. I support the Second Amendment, and my goal and my purpose in life right now is to take with my hands my candidacy, win and retire Bob Menendez in order to just do the job and give back as my gratitude what America gave it to me. America make me. I'm a self-made, but America gave me the best opportunity in my life. So I'm happy. So this is
Okay.
Shirley.
Great. That's a beautiful story and a great background story, right? Now, Shirley, let me ask you, given the fact that you've been in the US for, 30 years now, right? For more than 30 years, what has been the biggest change you have seen in the US from the time you got here to where it is now?
Wow, that's a great question. That affects me very well. When I came to America, I came, let's put it this way, I came with my hope to step in and go back. But I fall in love with America. What I fall in love with America was Americans used to respect each other, was beautiful country to work. Kids used to go to school, and parents used to parent in a normal, safe way. And the government was not putting the two and two together to proposing to co-parent the parents. So the rights was all the citizens have their rights to exercise their freedom, was a free country with a low crime. And I fall in love with this beautiful country. What's the difference? I don't have to say much. Everything is upside down. All the values, it's completely out of order. The family values is taken from us. The crime is on the roof. America, it's completely taken over. So I feel like this is not the America I fall in love. I fall in love with America, my great America. I want to reclaim my America back to us. So America is not the same I immigrate more than 30 years ago. I feel sorry, it's painful, and I want to fight for to get the America I fall in love back to us.
Okay. Now, I guess a follow up question is the America that you used to know, right? And it's the same America that my parents came to, right? Because my parents they came to this country in 1980, right? So they've been here for more than 40 years now, and there is a stark difference between the America back then and what it is now. How do you think we got to where we are today? Like, what happened?
Well, if you pay attention, we live like a world crisis, and it seems like the proposal of the change in the world, it's affecting us. So America is the mirror for all the other countries. If we do anything wrong, it seems like everybody gonna follow the same path. But for me, it seems like we're losing the family values. We're losing the credibility America used to have. So the government, when it comes the leftist, the Democrats or whatever you can call, because for me it's one way. It's you love America, you fight for America, you respect America, respect the Constitution, and you keep your family values, and you keep your kids safe, and you respect the law enforcement, the first responders. So that's the right path, which means why they want to change, why they want to co-parent our kids. But what happened in general for me is it's we're losing values, we're losing family values. It seems like more money ambitious out there than the real value to assume the responsibility what they take. Once I propose myself to become a senator, I'm proposing myself to work for America. My constituents going to pay my salary. So I have to respect that. I have to give back to them what I'm proposing, what I'm working. It seems like things is upside down now. It seems like the government want to hide from us what they're doing and want to spy on us. So this is out of order. So I think most of all, we have our country in totally different order. So it's very simple to understand. So you have to have a leader, but you have to have order, and also you have to have a respect. So we're losing respect. That's what is. Also, we're losing freedom. We allowing too much people from outside interfere in our country.
Mhm.
Enough is enough. We have to take this back.
So, as a U.S. senator, though, should you get elected, what is your proposal and solution for fixing some of America's biggest problems?
Well, it's a lot. It's kind of like very extensive um, position because we have so many problems. We have debt ceiling problem. We have immigration problem. We have safety problem. We have to empower the law enforcement. We have to give the parents back what they belong, which means they have to have the rights to raise their kids without nobody interfering. So we have to respect the kids' age, how they learn, not advance anything unnecessary sexuality, unnecessary material, which was not mature for their brain. So we have to prep our kids. We have to allow Americans to choose their religion. We have to prep our military service to protect our country, not to fight for other countries.
Hmm.
So it's a lot to do out there. One thing I know for sure, I'm committing myself to sit down one by one of this policy and bring back to us what is our obligation to do. I want to work for America with my heart, the way I work for me, and this country, the way I succeed.
Okay. Now, we've talked about some of the problems that are afflicting the U.S. as a whole, right? What are some of the problems that you see affecting our state? Like, what is unique in New Jersey? Like some of the problems that you seek to, help address.
Well, New Jersey has a very, very, very high living cost. And if we don't fix this, lower the living cost to give some opportunity for the parents when they leave their kids in New Jersey to continue their life here, which is a beautiful state. So what's going to happen? Our kids going to flee. They're going to leave the country, the state. They're going to leave the state and the country. So basically, New Jersey has high living costs. We have to invest on our security, keep the law enforcement with very good equipment and very with increase their knowledge and let them work on the book. Also, we have to give the schools the tradition academics. Do not increase and try the government like wanted to co-parent the kids and interfere in their academics. No, 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 no. Leave leave parents to be parents and school to be school and teach the academics in school. And that's one of my major concern over here. Also, we have to talk about like how we're going to manage the overpopulation from the immigrants coming over here now. It's a serious matter. So you go to Newark, you go to different cities over here, it's overcrowded. It's overcrowded with immigrants which just cross the border and they dumping them here without have no solution. So we have housing problem. Anybody looks for apartment right now doesn't have availability. So it's too much. It's overcrowded. So we have to create solutions for that. Review this immigration, federal immigration on the border, and protect our state. So for me, the number one priority in the state of New Jersey is the high living cost, taxes. That's the number one. The second one for me is the safety, law enforcement. We have to empower them, respect them, and let them work. And the third one is to take care. This is my order, can be different, but this is my thought process. Also, the schools. We have to take over the schools in terms of let the school teach the academics and take the government out of the school. So the government is entitled to organize and supply the school, but the parents is the one responsible for the kids when it comes for a housing, when it comes for sheltering, to educate, to give what they think is necessary for their kids. That's for my first view in terms of our state of New Jersey.
Okay, great. That's a very thorough rundown. Now, your opponent, should you win the nomination, is Bob Menendez, right? I believe he's
Yep.
running for I think his fourth full term, right? Um,
Yes.
in 2018, right? 2018, when he was up for re-election, I think at that point he had just been acquitted of a federal corruption trial, right? Um, and his opponent was Bob Hugin, the current chairman of the NJ GOP. Bob Hugin, I read in that race, spent a lot of money, right? I think upwards of $60 million of his own money to take on the senator. Yet he still lost. I mean, it was a close race. He lost, I think, by 5 points. So
Yeah, in about.
right. So what we can see from that race in 2018 is that money alone, it doesn't matter how much money you have. You're not going to take down Bob Menendez, right, with just money, right?
No.
So this time around, how do you plan on taking him down? Like, how do you plan to succeed where prior candidates failed at?
Well, let's put it this way. The state of New Jersey have a high percentage of foreign votes, which it's my community. It's my Spanish community, my Brazilian, Portuguese, and other foreign voters. So I think it's important to we just do pay attention on those voters. Also to pay attention on our constituents at this moment. Um, at this moment, the state of New Jersey is more Republican than any other state because people is not happy here. I bet with you a lot of Democrats and independent, they don't agree with the government at this moment. And my proposal is to do a campaign, a very clean, correct campaign, work hard, and also basically get the campaign running towards like what we deserve. So Bob Menendez, whatever he does, I'm not worried about because I know for sure if I do the right thing, I'm gonna be the next senator on the state of New Jersey. So I'm very confident with that. So I have let's put it this way, myself and my staff and my campaign uh, um, people, which with me, we're gonna do the right things. I think we're gonna win that.
Okay. Do you think the fact that you are a Latina, do you think that helps your race because you can sort of cut into the senator's base a little bit?
I think everything counts. A Latina, a woman, a
Mhm.
mother, very experienced. I speak three languages. Also, I'm very confident, and also I have a lot of friends and supporters. I think I'm investing my time. I'm committing myself. I think it's a combination for everything.
Okay. Now, just a couple more questions because I know you've got a very busy schedule, right?
Thank you.
So, given the fact that this year we have legislative races all throughout Jersey, right? Um, all 120 seats in the state legislature are up for grabs, and the Republicans have a good shot at winning the majority in actually both chambers, right? Do
Yes.
you have any predictions as to how that election will go in November of this year?
I'm not going to say prediction, but I have my hope. My
Okay.
hope will be that we can elect as much we can as a Republican candidates. That's why we're fighting for, supporting for. That's why I'm going to all the events to supporting and helping all my uh, friends running for different kind of positions, because basically we have to understand election is not my election, it's our election, it's our constituent, it's our state. We have to support each other and get united. The most important, this party, this Republican Party, has to stand up and embrace each other and help each other in order to win as a group, in order to we just make a difference and take back our America and our state. So that's my hope.
Okay. And that's a great hope, right? Um,
Yes, it is.
where can our viewers and our audience find you if they want to know more about your campaign? I see that in the back right there, you have a QR code, right? So for anyone
Yes,
who's watching right now, I suppose you could zoom in on that QR code and scan it. But for those who are more internet savvy, you can also go to your website right here, right? Shirley for
yes,
US Senate.com. Shirley, the number
yes,
4, US Senate.com.
yes.
Shirley, do you have any other methods for people to reach you via social media?
Well, I am all over. I am on Instagram, I am on a Facebook, Twitter, and also on a website. And our headquarters is in Short Hills, which you're super invited to come and visit us.
Right.
And we working hard, and we have volunteers, we have staff. I have the pleasure to have Ariana Brown as my campaign manager, and have among of assistants, and all my staff is very supportive. So we're gonna win that this with blessing of God, and also basically what we need is to get united, to support, as I was supporting you, and I support. I hope you run again because you can be a good candidate. So we have to just see people, have quality people working to the state and to the federal government, also representing the state of New Jersey.
Thank you, Shirley, for those kind words. I thought I was a good candidate, but we'll see. We will see
Well,
what the future holds.
but that's the point. You run, you lose, and then if you still think like you're available, you run again. So if you have good intention and if you committed, you love your country. So I think it's important. Reconsider.
Okay, yeah, we'll see how my wife feels about that.
Understand.
Okay. Now, Shirley, I understand that you also have a sorry, not a fundraiser, but a kickoff event for your campaign, right?
Yeah.
When is that happening?
So my campaign kickoff will it's gonna happen on July the 13th in the city Oak Bridge, at the Grand Marquis venue, and we're putting together the whole campaign with a good main speaker supposed to come, and
Right.
it will be beautiful. Anybody just come and go to the website, buy a ticket, and join us, and let's make that campaign kickoff like a rally, uh, a very like important campaign exactly after the the midterm was the June election, the June votation, right? The
Right.
primaries for this year. So anyway, will be July 13th, the CDO Bridge and Grand Marquis at Route 9, if I'm not mistaken, but it
Mhm.
will be an awesome party. You're not
Okay.
gonna miss that. You have to be there.
I definitely don't want to miss that. It should be a great time, right? And I mean, for the viewers who want more information and more details on how to get to that event, I'm sure you'll post it on your website, right?
It's right there. It's right
Okay.
there. So you just go to shirley4uscenter.com and get your ticket and join me with this grand mission.
Okay. One last question, and we'll let you off the hook. Shirley, during the next few months and next year, when you're not campaigning, what will you do to try to blow off some steam, to try to relax when you're not on the campaign trail?
When I'm not in, well, I have an airplane and then I fly.
Oh,
So
wow.
I'm,
Okay.
yes, then I am finished my private license, and then for me, the most beautiful moment when I just stress or whatever, fly for me is the best.
All right, great. Wow. So you fly an airplane, so you have your license, right? I mean, I think for most
I have
people,
a,
flying an
I
airplane.
have, I have a student license right now. I
Okay.
am on the way to get almost done with to get my private license. So I love to fly.
Oh, wow. I think for most people, flying would be stress inducing, right? But for you, flying is something that relaxes you.
Oh my God, take my mind out of anything. It's my moment. I love to fly.
Wow. Well, good luck, Shirley, on your campaign and on everything else. And most importantly, best of luck when you're flying, right?
Thank you very much. So super welcome.
Okay, so we'll see you soon. And for those viewers that are watching right now, once again, if you want to learn more about Shirley's campaign, Shirley for the number 4, Shirley4USSenate.com. Shirley4USSenate.com. Shirley Maia-Cusick, possibly the next U.S. Senator from New Jersey. Thank you for joining Real Talk with Ronnie.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for watching and listening to Real Talk with Ronnie. To watch and learn more about our show, including ways to contact us and how you can be a guest, go to realtalkronnie.com.